guys, how's it going? I'm doing another bloody update because the last update I got carried away with the whole ride thing and forgot to mention a few things. One of the things was when I did that ride up to HATTAH to the old gypsum, or the abandoned gypsum mine, and I was trying to find the old dragline, that piece of machinery out there. Well, someone's commented on the video, I can't remember the guy's name, but apparently his uncle used to own that mine or lease the mine or whatever, and he said that there was actually two out there and they were both eventually carted off for scrap metal. And so there you go. I'm not a bloody dickhead, although that could be that could be debatable. But yeah, I wasn't going to bloody find it because it wasn't there. So at least I know now that it wasn't there. So there you go. And bloody thanks to the guy that commented on that. How's that? Bloody happened to come across it. Crazy. So I'm out again. I'm travelling about 54 kilometres out of Bendigo. Just come through Inglewood. I'm heading to Kingawa, which is basically at Karura State Forest, which is where Melville Caves is. So I've got to get to there and then I've got to start my tracking again. So I'm just following the roads out to here. Obviously each time I come out I don't follow the same track that I've been on. It'll take me for bloody ever. So I've got a few other bits and pieces I wanted to mention. I've got, whoop, car going past. Got a little thing that came in the mail, which I'll, once we stop, I'll show you, which is pretty cool. We've had some pretty bad weather here in Victoria. Yesterday was really, really windy. So I'm hoping once I get on these back tracks that there's not too much trees blown over or anything like that. It's bloody funny, I tell you what, Nay's biked that the little intruder, the 250, in the backyard because it's in the gazebo. It bloody blew over again. I couldn't believe it. Luckily there was no damage to it, but that's the second time it's actually come over. Well, actually no, the first time it didn't go over. Charlie the postie bike did, and it bloody put a hole in it. I've got some footage. I did some footage, but I never actually put it up on YouTube. So I'll show you that now, and then I'll come back to you a bit later on when I'm on these dirt tracks and when I stop and show you the other bits and pieces. Alright. You hear me say a lot about shit when the shit hits the fan. Well, the other day the shit hit the fan. I had the intruder and the little postie bike in the gazebo, and we'd had a bit of rain. It'd been dry for so long, and yeah, we had a big downpour of rain. The postie bike was on its centre stand, and obviously the ground had got moist and it started to lean, and I had it all packed up because I've been waiting for the weather to cool down to actually get on that adventure ride. And yeah, it bloody started to lean. It was really windy and over she went. So the postie bike went over and doink, straight into the new bike. So the little postie, not a scratch on it, not a problem, just picked her back up, no worries. But here we go, a bloody $6,000 bike with only 200 Ks on it, and it's got this dent in the bloody petrol tank and a nice little scratch. There's a couple of scratches here, they'll come out, but can't believe it, unbelievable. But anyway, what can you do? Well, there you go, the poor bloody bike's cursed. Anyway, so I've gotten out, I've been on these dirt roads for a bit now, and I'm just tracking as I go. I've just got to an interesting track. I came out here already, and this is Breakneck Road, that away. So in my eyes, that's the way to go. Yeah, so I've already done, this is getting close to the campsite. I've already been through this is actually one of the spots where I actually had to put Brutus into four-wheel drive. There's a bit of a shelf. I mean, it's all pretty good, but getting into four-wheel drive is pretty bloody good too. I've grabbed this thing. Some of you guys on who's on Facebook would have already seen a picture of what I did and the note. I got a note from a guy that we sponsored for doing the Great Australian Ride, which is something I'd been on before. Anyway, I'm going to read you this note. To Mark and Nay, thanks for the support in donating to SIDS and Kids for me. Here's something I got made for me from a mate in America. It's a print I got done for the ride, and I got an extra one done for Mark because you were the one that inspired me to do the GAR ride. Keep up the good work and the YouTube vids, great stuff. Cheers, Brad. Thank you very much, Brad. I know you're not on Facebook, so I wanted to do this more so for you to see that. And bloody hell, check this out. That's a canvas, oh geez, if I could straighten the bloody thing out. Yeah, it's hand painted onto canvas. Pretty bloody good, eh? Well, there you go. Alright, so I'll jump back in. I'm going to head down this breakneck road. And what else have I got to tell you? Sure, there's other stuff. See, I should start writing shit down, because as I go along, I bloody get carried away with stuff and I forget. Alright, I'll see you a bit further down the track. Alright, so I've been travelling along this bloody breakneck thing, cruising along, but now I've got right in front of me is a four-wheel drive section. So we're going up. I'll just whack that into four-wheel drive. So bloody easy. I'm not going to show you it because it's on the bloody ride. Here we go. It's hardly anything, but it's just rutted. Got big bloody rocks. Up we go. Up. Steady as she goes. We want a bit of momentum. Nice and easy. Oh, piece of cake. I could have done that, not even in four-wheel drive, I reckon. No, we'll leave it in four-wheel drive now. So I suppose someone asked how I was mapping this, and all I've got is my iPhone, and I'm just using my iPhone. Actually, if I tell it to go where we are right now, everywhere that we're going, we've pretty much got Telstra, or for the overseas people, Telstra is what do you call it? Mobile reception. And although it's not the best, but you can, like this will eventually load up and I'll actually be able to see tracks and stuff like that. And I'm pretty, yeah, you can make phone calls and stuff. So because we're so close to Bendigo and little towns and stuff like that, we stay within the mobile network, which is really good. No need to have bloody satellite phone or anything like that. So I'm just using that to see and where roads are going and stuff like that. That's all I'm using. Oh, what the hell? Report a data problem. Dismiss. Whatever. And then, it's a bit hard. I'm trying to drive and do everything. And I'm using my little odometer meter. So I just press when I make a turn. Like I've just back there. I've got after the last thing. It's after. I don't know if you see that. I'm just writing it down. 400 meters, turn right at Breakneck Road. And now I'm just traveling. So far I've done 1.3 kilometers, and I'll just keep going. And then when I get to the next turn, I then just get me pen and paper and I just mark down, okay, turn right, left, or go over, or whatever it is. And if there's a name for the road, whether it's signed or if I see it on the Google Maps, I'll put it down, and if not, I just put no name. And then I press that button in again, and then away we go. And then I just, basically that's all I'm doing. So I'm actually traveling it. I'm not relying on Google Maps because, and I've already noticed, especially in the state forest ones, they actually cut new roads. So Google Maps is saying there's a road there, but it's not. And you can actually see the old remnants of it. It used to be a road, but it's now gone, and they've cut it a different way. So you can't rely on that with some of the places that we're going. And then some of the roads, like in between the farm paddocks and stuff, they're basically a road that farmers basically use. So it's not really a road, but it looks like a road, if you know what I mean. That doesn't make sense, but anyway. And there's one spot just before or near Inglewood where I'd followed down going through it. It was pretty boggy and stuff, but it was fun. The bike could do it, no worries. And but you travel down, and then all of a sudden you get to it, and then you've got like 2 or 3 gates, and it's like if you go any further, you're in bloody crop. there's nowhere to go, so you got to bloody double back around. And there's one where you actually do a square route, and you come back on yourself. And I've left it in there because I thought it was pretty, just to show that that's, you know, this track, and that's what happens. This is part of doing this stuff, is, you know, you stuff up or you get stuck and you've got to come back and then try another way. And you know, and the same thing, you could, a lot of the times I've found that, shit, you know, this is doing too much tar, I've got to find a different way to get from point A to point B, and sometimes it makes it a bit more zigzaggy or whatever it is. Now I'm just rambling on. Haha, Dual Sport ramble. Oh geez, what have we done? 1.7. All right, I've got to keep moving, and I'll be back to you in a minute. This footage is currently on the iPhone because I don't know if you can see way over there, the Jeep's over there. This is one of those spots where Google has led me into what is a dam, but there's a road that comes through it. But the logical way is to go up through that way, but that's not where we need to go. We've got to come to where we are now. I can see that there's a road that way, and that's going to lead up with another road. But to get on this side, like over there, I could make it over there through on the Jeep, but to come up through here, bike's no worries at all. But there's so many old bloody little trees that I don't think I can. But there's a road just over here, like a tarred road, which Nay would be able to do with the Jeep, because it's not just the Jeep, it's the Jeep and a trailer. So she'd have to hook over, and it's just over there to catch this road. So all part and parcel of it. All right. Oh, all right. We're back onto the normal camera. Hopefully that iPhone, I've never really done much with the iPhone camera. I'll find out when I get into the editing. All right, so we're in 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna see if I can get through, but on the ride, the bikes can go through here, and Nay with a Jeep and trailer will just do that duck around onto that other road to get around. So I'll have to make a little special note for her. Alright, so now what I'll do, actually, because there's no use you looking at me, I'll point you out the window. Oh, I should turn that around that way. Alright, I hope that's recording. I should just double check. Oh. Alright. Ah, the joy of bloody doing videos, eh? Okay. So I've got to watch out for little sticks and bits and pieces. So I just can't get through to the right hand side. There's just way too many little twigs and sticks. I reckon if I try and, oh bloody hell, eh? Let's see if Brutus will knock this shit down. There you go. All right. But look at that. See, then I'm bloody stuck here. What do you reckon? Should I try it? Ooh. Oh dear. Oh, look at that. Big. Oh. Fucking hell. Hopefully Brutus is well protected underneath. Oh, scoodle around here. Oh, look at this. I reckon we're going to make it. Ah! Bloody brilliant. love it. There we go. Oh, well, that'll be good because now I'll have the right, the right kilometre, or the meters. Oh, there we go. Cool. Hey. So this should bring us onto, I think it's called Barry Rock Road. There it is, Barry Rock Road. Cool bananas. That's what we wanted. All right, so I just got to make a little note. I'll bring it back around. Oh. This function is currently not available. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'll grab me a bit of thing. I've got 400 metres. We want to turn right onto Barry, what was it? Barry Rock Road. Barry Rock Road. And I've got to make a special note about that section there because it's not the obvious way to go. So turn right, no name. So I'm going to put a little special thing there. I'll work that out when I get back. Alright guys, I'll see you a bit further on. Actually guys, just so you can see, that's where the tar road is. It goes along there. So that's the whole idea of this, is trying to stay off the tar. Yeah, anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Bloody hell, I've been seeing all these kangaroos and mainly wallabies actually. I'll try and zoom in. As soon as I grab the camera, they're off, they're gone. But I've just seen this one. There he is, he's only a little one. But yeah, that's something we've got to watch out for when we're coming through the state forest. There's plenty of these guys. There he goes. And they're normally running across the road. Jesus. Oh, hang on, where are we? We're here somewhere. Oh, Jesus, that was way too bloody close. That was a bit scary. Yeah, anyway, that was a kangaroo. All right, see a bit further up. Well, there you go, guys. This is obviously Barry Rock. Hence why this track was called Barry Rock. And basically, it's actually now just come through, and it meets up with the main road that comes through here. So that road just down there is a tarred road, and it heads up to Melville Caves. I don't know. I don't really want to show too much because that's the whole idea of going on this ride. It's a bit of an adventure and not really knowing exactly what's coming up and stuff. But yeah, heads up into there. The campground's up the top, and then when we leave, we'll head out the back way, the back road out. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it quits with the update video, which ended up being more about the bloody ride as per usual. So I reckon in the next couple of days I'm going to release it, because basically I've got to the camp now, and now I've just got to make the way. But I wanted to give people enough time to, organise if they wanted to come on the ride, and to have enough time to organise themselves or whatever. What I've done is I've set it up. I've actually done a website, a little bit of a website, with all the information and going through and being able to book the bloody thing. I've just set it so that there's 12 places available. Once they're gone, it'll just automatically, fills it. You can't jump on board. If there's a lot of people, there's already been a lot of interest in it. If there's quite a lot of interest, maybe we'll do a second one. I don't know. I'm all about just doing shit as it happens. But when I do something, I want to plan it and do it properly and all that kind of shit. So, and I'm not advertising as such. It's on YouTube. It's just in this update bloody thing. I will put up another, when I put it live, I will put it a quick thing on YouTube saying it's now live if you want to do it, because I know a lot of you guys aren't on Facebook. And I'll also obviously whack it on to Facebook. And I've got to time it so that it goes up on YouTube and it goes up on Facebook all at the same time. And yeah, it was going to be on the 30th. It's now going to be the 23rd and 24th of August. I had to change it because Ken wants to come on the ride. I didn't think Ken would want to do a ride like this because he's more bloody hardcore type stuff. But, you know, Ken's a real personable type of bloke, and he's happy to come along and just relax and, you know, get up there and have a camp and sit around the fire and yarn away, as he's really good at doing that. So he actually had an engagement on the 30th, so we've brought it back. I was actually looking at the 23rd, 24th, but the 23rd is my bloody birthday, and I didn't want it to look like, you know, oh yes, bloody organising a ride on your birthday. So, but anyway, that's what it is. All right, guys, as usual, keep on riding. I'm saying keep on riding, but I'm bloody driving. All right, catch you later.